Hello, it's Skullmanly here, and today we are once again looking at Star Citizen. This is the 2.4 release. It took quite a bit longer than the previous few releases, but there's some cool stuff in here. And my favourite thing is the fact that they finally fixed the hangar UI. Okay, so now you can literally just click on this and it brings up your mobi-glass and you can basically select whatever item you want. For example, say I want to install the Aegis Saber. It'll just tell me that it's blocked because of course I'm too close to it, but if I step backwards, finally I can gaze upon the awesomeness of the saber. But that's a little bit of a parlor trick. What is really important is that the game has got rid of one of the worst pieces of UI ever to be in a game, right? The fitting interface, if you remember, was awful in so many ways, and now you literally just walk around the ship and you see, oh, there's a gun, there's a gun. Let's click on it. That's a badger repeater. We can pick something else. We can replace whatever with the constellation turret, gimbals, all this stuff. So this, like, oh my goodness, look, you've got the gimbal there with the turret attached to it. So yeah, you know, you can work around this thing. You can also mess with the power plant, except that I don't know if I've seen stats for these things that actually make any sense. So I'm not going to mess around with my ship. The reason is because the game finally keeps track of all this. They have persistence enabled. It's going to keep track of your ship setup, keep track of what items you have, what you're wearing. And so yeah, let's actually go over to Port Olisar so I can show you some stuff. And here we are on Port Olisar. It's a little dark, but I suspect that's because we're having one of those high-tech smart home type things that's slowly bringing the lights up so it doesn't dazzle me. Now if I, of course, zoom out, go into third-person view, you can see that I'm wearing a rather casual outfit. There is no outfit to be seen around in space. Not only is it terribly unfashionable, but also it doesn't protect you against the rigors of the vacuum. So you can change clothes and things like this, but of course one of the things they're trying to add is the ability to buy things, and I guess one of the first things they've added is the ability to buy clothes from Kasaba Outlet. Let's head in here. Hi! Do you have clothes? We have boots. Couleur. And yeah, couleur or couloir. Bello. Yeah, what does this say? It says a stylish t-shirt featuring a dynamic asymmetrical white I don't see any white line on it. Is that a bug? Should I report that as a bug? A dynamic asymmetrical white line across the front. Maybe it's hung up back to front there. Okay. Another bug for the bug list. We have Sturgis, which is 1,000, an iconic crash jacket. Or the Selby. What do I look like? I have a dark jacket here. I could have a different baseball cap. Could I actually get rid of the baseball cap? Try on. Rabat. Oh, unequip. That's what I want to do. So now if I look into third person... Oh yeah! Now if only I could unequip the hair, I would be a whole lot happier. Okay, yeah, let's actually find something that I want to wear here. Once again, back into first person view. These are like things... I don't want to wear any of these trousers. They're all just sorts of... Wait, is there an Astley? Yes. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Obviously, I'd never... These are trousers, so I don't want to be letting those down. Could get arrested for indecency. Sturgis. Yeah, let's try on. Wow, that looks totally different. How about this one? No, that looks... No, that's no good. How about this one? That's kind of lousy as well. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to get some proper outfits. Forget the clothing store. Honestly, who cares about clothes anyway? I mean, at least they're not trying to make you spend real money on it. Could you imagine a space game that was selling clothes for real money? Even worse, could you imagine making them cost the same as a dreadnought? Okay, so live fire weapons here. Yep, sells guns. Not that interested in the first-person shooter because it's actually pretty crap. And guaranteed defense. And by defense, that means armor. Flight suits, armor, everything. And I guess this one is trying to look like Star-Lord with those big red eyes. Now I could bring up my Mobiglass and see how much money I have to spend on these things. 10,750. Too expensive, the Brawler, the Slugger, also even more expensive flight suits that look like they could be out of Tron. I'm going to get de-rezzed if I crash in one of those. A rather dull-looking Odyssey flight suit. The Achilles heavy armor. I have to say, if I was to name an armor, I would not use the term Achilles. It would imply there is some sort of small flaw in it. Light armor. Yeah, let's try that on. Okay, I can have some armor. Let's buy that. There we go. Equip now. Confirm purchase. It comes bundled with a marine light helmet and a jetpack, and now I have 1,250. So if I wanna get more UEC, I have to go out and I have to do some missions. And to do missions, well, we have all the missions that we know and love already from the Persistent Universe around Port Olisar, so I can spawn whatever ship I like. At least I can if the thing will roll down. There we go. Let's do the Vandal Glaive. I haven't flown that very often. I'm going to point out, by the way, this is a press account, therefore it gets all the flyable ships. I don't actually own the Vandal Glaive, or the Scythe for that matter. Anyway, let's find our exit. Now, obviously, it's good that I'm wearing my armor, which includes a spacesuit, because the airlock tells us, danger, do not take your helmet off, spacesuit required. If you try to go through this without a spacesuit, when you open it up, you will die.
We need civilians to clear the area.
I'm clearing the area that I'm in off air, even though it looks like it's still blowing air in. Okay, so I'm looking for A03, and that is not in that direction, so it must be back down that way. I thought normally it would mark this with a thing on the heads-up display, but I guess I may have disabled that. That looks like a Vandal fighter, and it was going to be my perfect chariot for this missioning that I'm going to do. So to make more money, Alpha UEC, Alpha Universal something or other credits, equipment credits, yeah, whatever. You have to do the missions, and there's a handful of missions in the game. There are simple scripted ones. One is you fly to the ICC probe and you get all sorts of go and fetch this. There is the investigation of the Kovalex facility, which you've seen me cover previously, and you get money for that. And then there are all the beacons, the comlinks, where you can turn them, or the radar arrays. You can turn these things on and off, depending upon whether you're a good guy or a bad guy. Now, they do now have the notion of good guys versus bad guys, and the game has calmed down a little. It's no longer straight up chaos with everything, people just killing you randomly. Since it seems that people don't want to get wanted stasis because it causes all sorts of drama and stress and everything. But yeah, you can choose to play for the good guys or the bad guys, and fight it out over the comm arrays, shutting these things down. Yeah, look, just flying around here. These guys are green. I'm presuming those are the good guys, but I could be completely wrong. Let's find our destination. We are looking for the ICC probe, and there it is. Enable quantum drive, which will push us across the universe at 20% of the speed of light. At least when it gets up to full speed. Yes, this seems rather slow compared to hyperspace. But it will get us there eventually.
Random ship.
Hi, Tessa!
Come in. Random ship.
Coming in loud and clear.
Hi. Welcome
Hello.
to the neighborhood. Second class junior cartographer Tessa Bannister reporting in.
Pleased to meet you.
I'm the eyes behind all the ICC scan probes in the area. What these little guys see, I see. Which, yes, means I can totally see you. Right now.
Hello!
Anyway, there was actually a reason to why I come.
You don't say.
I'm sort of not allowed to leave my post. Important jump point scanning and all. So, I was hoping you might be able to help me with something.
Sure, for a price.
If you have a second, could you check out these coordinates? Scans are saying something's there, but can't ID it.
Well, that sounds like a worthy use of my time. And while you haven't mentioned it, the mission is actually going to offer me 2,500, 2,000, I don't know. It's going to offer me some UEC. Now, this is alpha UEC. It's not real UEC. So this is like the 4th currency they've added to this game. You know, you've got UEC, you've got rental equipment credits, you've got store credit, and now you have alpha universal energy economic credit. I don't know what the E is for. I forget. Anyway, we are here at the Asteroid Belt, and there's the little red dot. So we're going to zip across the belt and investigate this. That means activating the cruise mode, which moves us at 705 meters per second. That's practically Mach 2. Novafang is here. I'm not sure if he's good or he's bad, but if he attacks me, he will pick up wanted rating. So... oh, and disappeared once again. Now, there is a chat going on in the bottom right, and... oh. Wait a second, let's go into this. Just wanting to see if my spacecraft... no, it looked... in the heads up, it looks like my wings are folded up. Except that when I look in the regular one, my wings are folded down. I guess that is yet another one of the many bugs and glitches that I've been experiencing. But it is alpha, and you should expect bugs and glitches. And I should be expecting pirates! By your regional accent, I can tell that you mean business. I, however, also mean business, so we're going to be just shooting some missiles, and we're just going to start blowing these guys up. So, yeah, it seems that this has changed a little there. He's in one of those, he's in an Aurora, a red painted one, and my spacecraft does appear to be overheating. Whoa! Yeah, you know what? I'm going to prove that I can complete this mission by shooting you down, shooting you out of the sky. Missiles evaded. We have missiles flying around. Where are they? Where are the bad guys? There we go. So, every time I need to do this, every time I change ship, I feel that I need to reset my joystick setup. That'll be the next thing we get eventually, is being able to tweak the joystick curves on a per ship status, per ship basis. And still, I thought he was almost dead. Oh no, he is dead. We now have another spacecraft. He must have exploded just seconds after passing me. Now we have an M50. This is a Vandal fighter. One of the cool things about the Vandal is they're designed for ramming. Yes, the M50 is no more. Okay, now, yeah, my ship looks pretty good after that collision. Now we gotta find the heads up, the target. Oh wait, they're spawning more! It seems that having multiple player ships in the area is causing more pirates to spawn. Usually it has been spawning too, and now we have more. So where are they? I shall take on these pirates, because taking on pirates is... oh wow, these are missile happy. You missile spamming. Oh well, don't hit me. More inbound missiles. But I have missiles too, and off they go. Ah, yeah, he was in a Gladius and he's dead now. We get another one in a 300 series. Wait a second, no, that's not the one I'm looking for. So, you know, they do have a whole bunch of stuff added to the universe. There's also, let's see what else is going on with Star Citizen. I mean, the devs are still supposedly focusing on Squadron 42, which is of course all the scripted thing. They are having ship sales to continue to fund the game. Right now, they just launched the Drake Dragonfly, which is like the equivalent of a space motorcycle, so you can have a space motorcycle gang. I'm not sure how many people are really into that notion versus the number of people that are paying $35 for it just so they can get lifetime insurance. It's the cheapest ship that has appeared in a long time that has lifetime insurance, and because of the upgrade system, people are probably just buying it so that they can then convert it into any other ship by paying the difference. Okay, we seem to be having far too many of these, and they seem to be spamming too many missiles for my liking. One more. Yeah, there we go. These pirates need some more lines already. It sounds like me doing your generic, tough guy British accent. Okay, or generic yob accent is what I'm really saying. Okay, more pirates. More pirates. I think there might be a problem where other players are just causing these pirates to keep spawning, because I've never seen this many pirates spawn before. And I've certainly never seen them using this many missiles. So, there, that's one more. Oh, no, he's still alive, actually. Either that or I killed him and he was replaced by another one. Let's keep spamming the lasers. Yeah. Oh man, so I've only heard that half a dozen times. Come on, target the missiles. And launch. Yeah. Let's see how tough you are, you yob. Okay, get some more missiles on this. Missile away. Lasers or blasters. They're laser cannons and they're plasma cannons on the glaive. So, oh, damn, I don't think I've. Oh, what was that? I think that might have been a missile that was incoming. I may actually just decide. I think after I kill something, after I kill the next one, I am making a run for it. Let's find the beacon. Where is the? There it is. There, right. I'm just gonna switch into cruise mode, and we are gonna go and just focus on the mission. And hopefully, there's other players around, and they will distract the AI. Yeah, so there we go. The little flashy thing now. Because of the way the bounty system's now working, it seems to be a lot safer to do this. Previously, odds were you were going to get your spacecraft blown up or shot or spacecraft stolen. It seems that is happening a lot less now. And while it's a lot less hostile in terms of players, the game does seem to be a lot more buggy. It's been crashing a lot more. This is like the 8th time I've tried to run through this thing. The game just seems to randomly break and weird animation glitches and things like that. I'm hoping they'll fix these, but at the rate they're going, they'll probably it'll probably be months. I don't know. Okay. Where are we? Looking for the beepy thing. Man, 3D space is so disorienting at times. It's there. I knew it was there somewhere. I'm hearing guns and stuff. I'm hearing weapons fire over there. I'm not sure how I'm hearing weapons fire. Apparently my suit is able to recreate the sensor data to make me feel more immersed in this universe around me. Okay, get in. Yes, download data. Come on, push it. Thank you.
Know that my journey has ended. It was finding my way here that made the path worth taking. I am glad that I can be part of your story too. Share it well.
Wow, that is really quite a meta last words, I have to say. It's almost like he's breaking the fourth wall or something. Anyway, that is me. I've done the mission. As soon as I get on board, I should have the extra money, which I can go back and take home and spend on in-game guns, in-game clothes, in-game armor. All very nice. Cannot actually spend it on in-game spaceships or in-game weapons for those spaceships. Those still require alpha credits where you have to pay real money for, or you can rent ships using the rental equipment credits by playing Vandal Swarm, but you can't use the rental ships in the real game in Port Olisar. So yeah, still need to buy ships if you want to fly them around. Yeah, they're 3,750. Well, after all that mission, I think I have deserved a little visit to the Million Mile High Club. Okay, now, Million Mile High Club was for people that spent, $10,000 or more on Star Citizen. I apparently have access because I have a press pack. So I get to gaze into the beautiful fish tanks, the wonderful sculptures, and I get to hang out with all the other rich people that want to hang out with me. I get to talk to the barman, who no doubt has all sorts of scintillating conversation for someone that really, really likes spaceships. And I get to pick the colour of my drink, because in the future, the colour of your drink is important as the contents of the drink. Yes, this is the Million Mile High Club, and presumably it will be expanded over time as people start using it, or maybe not. I don't know, but it's in the game. Anyway, that is the Alpha 2.4 release, and yeah, if you are wondering whether you want to back Star Citizen, then I would say don't back Star Citizen. If you have any doubt at all, you never back any pre-release games of any sort. But if you are 100% convinced, then yeah, robertspaceindustriescom does have all your spaceships and stuff for sale. I'm Scott Manley. Fly safe.